Welcome back to the MMA Business Hour, everyone. In today's episode, we're going to discuss the UFC 293 main event between Israel Adesanya and Sean Strickland and my predictions on who is going to win this fight at 185 pounds. Don't forget, guys, I'm giving away this autographed Sean O'Malley 8x10 photo. All you have to do is leave the word subscribed in the messages down below, and if we get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of September, I'm going to shoot this out to one lucky fan. All right, let's get into the video. All right, the first thing I want to do is I did a little tape study early this morning on the Sean Strickland-Alex Pereira fight, and I think this fight could be very similar to the way the Israel Adesanya-Sean Strickland fight plays out. All right, check it out. One thing I noticed right away in this Sean Strickland-Alex Pereira fight is how flat-footed Sean Strickland is. He likes to march forward, and he has no regard for his safety at all whatsoever. He takes the center of the octagon and he's trying to march down Alex Pereira. You have to be literally mentally ill to fight this way against Alex Pereira, especially he's so flat-footed. There's no threat of a takedown at all whatsoever. He's throwing lazy kicks and like half-assed jabs, and that's why he ended up losing the fight ultimately. He thought he could get in this kickboxing match with Alex Pereira and he was going to win, which is absolutely hilarious to me. And Alex Pereira is just kind of fucking with him a little bit, man. He looks like he's not scared of Sean at all whatsoever. And Sean is so flat-footed, man. He has so much weight on his heels that with any explosive moves Alex Pereira has, he's not going to be able to get out of the way of him. And I think that's exactly what's going to happen in the Israel Adesanya fight. And in this entire half of the first round, Sean hasn't thrown anything but jabs. And you can just see the speed difference is just astronomical between Pereira and Strickland. He's a little bit bigger than Sean, but he's not super bigger than him. But I just don't think it's a good tactic, man. Like, fighting Alex Pereira or Israel Adesanya at range is just a recipe for disaster. You need to do what Jan Blachowicz did against Israel Adesanya. It's like you need to smother him. You need to get him in the clinch, use takedowns. You need to be a true mixed martial artist. If you want to get in a kickboxing match with kickboxers, you're going to lose. I think between Pereira and Israel Adesanya, they have hundreds of professional kickboxing matches. And Sean throws lazy kicks, man. And another thing Sean Strickland is super susceptible to is the leg kicks, man. Those calf kicks are there for the taking. The way he marches forward and boom, halfway through the first round, he lands that left hook. Right cross, boom, fight's over. Sean Strickland is torched. If Sean Strickland approaches the Israel Adesanya fight the same way he approached the Alex Pereira fight, the same result is going to happen. If Sean's going to take the center of the octagon and get in a kickboxing match with Israel Adesanya, I just don't think it ends well. What he needs to do, he needs to get in close. He needs to get in the clinch. He needs to make this a dogfight. He can't get in some like pitter-patter kickboxing match with these experts in the kickboxing field, right? You got to make it a dogfight. You got to get nasty in there. You got to take him down. You need to get in the clinch. You need to throw elbows, right? All right, so let's go to the tail of tape and see what's going on between these two fighters, right? So Israel Adesanya is 24-2. The only two professional losses he has is Jan Blachowicz and then the Alex Pereira KO. I think if he fought Blachowicz today, he's learned so much about wrestling that I think he beats Blachowicz pretty easily in a rematch. And I honestly think if Israel Adesanya wins this fight handily over Sean Strickland, there's not much for him at 185 pounds besides the Dricus du Plessis fight. I wouldn't be surprised if Israel Adesanya moves up to 205 to challenge for the belt. There's one thing Israel Adesanya cannot do in this fight, and that's underestimate Sean Strickland. I despise Sean Strickland, but the dude is a dog. He is an absolute savage. He's got this really weird like shoulder roll style that makes him really hard to hit, and he's got great cardio. We saw that in his last fight. His opponent blew his load super early, and Sean Strickland just took over the fight, man. And that could happen in this Israel Adesanya fight if Izzy doesn't manage his gas tank right. If we look at Sean Strickland, he's a 27-5 fighter. He's got wins over, Abus Magomedov, Nasruddin Amov. He lost a split controversial decision to Jared Cannonier. He got smoked by Pereira. He won a split decision over Jack Hermanson. So, I mean, he he's a good fighter. He's not a great fighter. I think this is a notch above his skill set level. So that's why I think Israel Adesanya is going to win this fight. But he can't go in there just thinking he's going to mow through Sean Strickland. It's probably going to go the distance. Sean is really hard to get out of there. And if this was a, 50-45, 49-46 type of decision, I would not be surprised at all. So I'm looking at bets over 2.5 rounds because betting Israel Adesanya in that minus 600 range just doesn't make too much sense to me. Let me know in the comments below, who do you think is going to win this Israel Adesanya-Sean Strickland fight? I'm going with Israel Adesanya. I think he's going to get a third round TKO, but don't be surprised if this fight goes the distance. All right, thanks for tuning in, guys. Like, subscribe. Peace.